Hello, Grace. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing all right here. I've got good internet speed. Mind you, I had good internet speed last night. I think it was Zoom that was struggling last night.
Oh,
So hopefully it won't be struggling again this night. It's Jill Shilcott. Is that... Hang on, she's connecting to audio. See, connecting to audio. Hello, Keith. Keith is connecting to audio. There's Keith. Oh, is he there? Are you there? Hello, Keith. Glad you could make it this evening. Now, it looks like we got Jill there as well. Now, hang on. If I unmute Jill. Jill, am I right in thinking you've not got a webcam?
I don't think so. Have I? Where should it be? There's nothing taped up there. Yes, I do have a webcam.
I'll find it.
The master is on the job, Richard.
If it's not plugged in, then hopefully we'll get it going in a second anyway. Evening, Kay. I see Kay's got. Oh, that's a fancy hat, Kay.
Oh, you want the hats? I'll have the hats in a minute.
Oh yeah. Keith's got his good man. He's got. Is that a Panama, Keith?
Yes.
You got your speaker's quite loud, but have you not got a pair of earphones you can use, have you?
Who?
I can use
Keith.
Yeah.
Only because otherwise you're going to get that horrible echoing thing going on. And Margot's transparent at the moment. We can see right through it to that picture on the back wall over there. Ah, there we go. Kay's got the earphones on. Hello. Oh, Margot, you're in Keith's window.
lovely.
Oh, right. That's Keith's speakers making the echo. So we're keeping down for a second there. And we've got Helen with us tonight as well, although can't see Helen yet. Kay's just disappeared. She'll come back. And Solveig. Hey, Solveig and Tracy. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Solveig, your hair's gone a different colour. Oh, hang on. She can't hear us yet. Keith's got his headphones ready to go. Good lad.
Microphone?
Yeah, can hear you. Can hear Jill fine.
Okay.
Solveig is connecting to audio. There's Josephine's canard. What a lovely hat you've got there. Look at that. So it looks like Solveig's trying to connect to audio at the moment. But we're getting there. Nice to see y'all. Solveig having trouble connecting to audio. Wonder if she's going to see the chat. She's frozen as well. Could be internet. Now, last night we had a few glitches as we went through, which I think was down to the problems of Zoom rather than necessarily individual internet speeds. I mean, everybody's using Zoom at the moment, so it's only natural that things going to get a bit difficult. Over we go, Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. You got your hat, and so is Kate. Awesome hat, Kate. You're looking like the Joker that you really are. Oh, Solveig's on sound now. Hey, we can hear you and see you. Fantastic. Just going to unmute you for a second. Your hair's gone white through being stuck indoors for so long.
Yes, it has.
It needs some sunlight to get its blue hue back again.
It does. I haven't been outside in a long time.
No, we haven't either. My dad tested positive for COVID today. As I saw him, what's today, Wednesday? Yesterday morning. So we're now in lockdown for 14 days. But he's at Frimley, and by all accounts, hopefully on the improve. He wasn't too bright, but there you go. Hello, Amy. Is that a hat, or have you just backcombed your it? You're using your hair as a hat. Good idea. That's improvisation. I like it. You don't have to have a hat. She certainly didn't have one last night either, or did you? No, she had a cap at some point.
Richard, can you hear me? Richard?
I can hear you, Kate.
I sent you that email about Radio Berkshire?
Yes.
and you said that you might change your mind, or what does everybody else think? What do you think generally? Because Meridian Television were on tonight.
What happened to me is the order of the day when it comes to building the...
Can you hear me? Am I with you, Richard?
Yeah, I can hear. Someone's got their TV turned on in the same room that they're in.
Richard, on Meridian Television tonight, they were also asking what everybody else in the community are doing. So again, there's sort of two outlets that I thought maybe you might be interested in, or not.
Why not? Why not? I mean, if nothing else, we can show them the video that I'm in the process of recording at the moment, to which you are all party. So hopefully none of you is going to mind. Or as Liz, she's put a gin in a mug tonight to make it look like it's not gin. Hopefully no one will mind possibly going big time. Oh, Keith's got shades as well, by being on national TV. Who knows?
Have I got your permission perhaps to tell them about us and let them get in touch with you if they would like to push it further?
Why not? If it will give some people a smile, why not? Go ahead. I'll tape my double chin under like this, or maybe shave the underneath bit so it doesn't, I've got such a...
Okay, I'll deal with that tomorrow then.
All right, marvellous. Who's joining us? It is Erica coming along. Frank. So Jill's still waiting for Jill's webcam, I'm guessing. Hang on, let me see if I can unmute her so she can talk for herself.
But I can hear you.
Yes. Well, listen, it doesn't in all importance. If we can't see you, we know you're there really, because you sound.
Can you hear me, Richard?
And we can hear you clear as a bell. Just can't see anything at the moment.
Yeah, I'm in the video. I'm in the settings panel under video, and it's all enabled, and we can see the video in the settings panel. It's just not coming up on the main app.
Oh, how weird. Okay. When we go back into Zoom, are you on a PC or a
Yes.
Mac?
Or on a laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look, I think it's near in the bottom left where you got the microphone icon and a video icon.
Yeah.
Does it say stop video or does it say start video?
Let's start video.
Start video.
Or then click on start video.
That one. It's a good idea.
Oh, I thought that was adding a record button.
There we are.
Hey.
Marvelous. And Annabelle's back from one. Annabelle, having won first prize for your hats. She's going to go again. Annabelle had the most amazing array of hats last night. So I don't know if she can go the same thing now. And Anne Loveday is just connecting to audio there. She's there we go. Anne's on. Fantastic. Now Anne is another person who I'd have tipped as a favourite to be well involved on the hat side of things, because I know she doesn't mind a hat or two. Here goes the first one. Look. So keep your eyes peeled on everybody tonight, peeps, and we'll have a little gentle vote on who we think won the Battle of the Hats later on. But it could be between Annabelle from Caversham and Anne from Bracknell. But Claire's got a lovely big hat on tonight. And here comes Nan. Nan is now online with audio too, smashing. And hello, Kit. Kin. Sorry, we had a Kit Yiwan who used to sing in Caversham. She didn't look anything like you at all. You're much better looking, Kin. But you've called yourself Anna tonight. So if you don't mind, I'll call you Anna from now on, and that'd be lovely. How is Anna? Is she doing all right? And is she still doing cat things, or is that been a little bit sort of stifled with everything?
I can't hear him.
Right. Have you got a microphone, Kin? If you have, it might be that you need to enable your mic, because we're not hearing you at the moment. I am going to mute everybody in a minute anyway. Erica Turney, what the heck have you got on your head?
You told my son to make me a hat, and this is
Yes. Oh, fantastic! And he did. Look at that. Oh, how fantastic!
Andy,
thanks a lot. Great.
can you do me a...
Yeah, you do.
That
Very
is-
special.
That is awesome. Well done. That's a lovely hat.
It even says "I love Vocalese" on it.
I can see that. He's got better handwriting than you have. And that was your handwriting. I
in the
know.
bedroom?
Marvelous. Can we hear Kin now?
With those little hats.
Listen, don't worry. If you've not got a hat, don't worry, because it's not compulsory. It's just a little bit of fun to spice up things. We'll do lingerie next week, and maybe not. Oh, yes, good. So maybe Erica, you could do another project for this week. Well, look, that's another hat. My goodness, how many have you got? You're now you're a hedge orchid kind.
Beagle.
It's a what?
Eagle.
A beagle.
It's an eagle.
Oh, an eagle. Sorry. Okay, I'm glad you took off. I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
This
Brilliant.
is
You've blown your hats
Very
all very
fair.
quickly. See, how many's Anne put on so far? Is anybody watching Anne? What's that? Oh, there's a couple that marvelous. Oh,
can't really concentrate with the hat on anyway.
fair enough. Lose the hat. Now, just in case any of you are concerned, I am recording this tonight. I don't know if you saw the video from last night's Caversham session, but it actually worked really nicely with the celebrity squares. And I had a nice message from Paul, who had real problems with his audio and video last night, and was able at least to watch it on the flip side. Hello to those of you just joining us. Good evening, Kerry. Nice bit of headwear there. What have you got there? It looks like a veil that you'd wear to some dark Gothic party.
It's it's like a Day of the Dead kind of headpiece. You can't really see the skull at the
Oh yeah, I
front,
can.
sort of.
Yeah. Very macabre. Very dark. Right, and Duncan's got his. I'm not going to say anything about taking the pith, but you've certainly got that helmet on, Duncan. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Very nice. Yeah. Now, there's no arguing with that one, is there? Brilliant stuff. I'm loving the hat. So Jill has suddenly turned into something other than Jill. Okay, right, there we go. Smashing. Right. So in place of a hat. Very good. Right. So listen, that's brightened up the evening considerably. Hats, much appreciated. I might change mine or lose it in a minute because I'm about to drop my headphones down the back of my shirt. Otherwise, I'm wearing my Smiley Headphones T-shirt for you. Oh, and I've just bashed my knuckle on the piano where I burnt myself making pancakes on Saturday morning. I'm doing well today. Right, lovely to see you. Shall we get going in some way or another? Oh, Margot is poking me in the eye there. But a nice hat, Margot. Liking your hat, very good style. Oh, Trish, you've changed more than once. Trish as well. I'm sure I saw you wearing something else a minute ago. Or if you haven't, just different lighting. Vanessa, nice hat. Oh, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Looks like you're wearing the lid off my laundry basket on your head. You've tipped your head forward now. When you had your head back, it looked like the lid of our laundry basket. Very nice too. And Corinne, lovely to see you all. Right, I'll tell you what, just for a moment, unmute your microphones and say good evening to everybody. I believe you can do that. If you're on a computer, if you just hold down space, you can talk briefly. Hello. And then when you let go, you can stop talking.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
It's like a mega episode of the Waltons with all kind of issues going on. Nancy, what's Nancy? You've called yourself Ginger Ninja. Hang on, what's going on with the Ginger Ninja?
That's my son when he set up the computer, and I don't know how to change it.
Well, don't worry. It could be something that might stick for a long time. It looks like you got half a pumpkin on your head, darling.
I have.
Very nice too. Look at that. So if you are new to this, oh Jan, very nice bowler hat. If you are new to this lark, you can change the view that you've got, and anybody that might be speaking at any one time, you can make into a big picture, or you can see us all exactly like it is now in gallery view and enjoy the celebrity squares. And I'm loving the fez. Looking very, very. How do you wear that? Just like that. There's some very good Tommy Cooper jokes. I'm not going to try and tell because I can't remember them. Angela's got a hat on as well, smashing. Oh, like your hat, Suzanne. This you've done awesomely well. Look at that, the amazing effort. Give yourself all 11 out of 10 for your hats. Chris, I'm not having a dig at you. You don't need a hat. You're lovely as you are. Keys echoing away there. Right, good. And Nanny's back for some more. Oops, my microphone. Let's have a little stretch. Have you got room to stand up and stretch? Well, hang on. What's going on in the background of Helen's over there? Looks like you've got a scantily clad maid walking through the door behind you. Oh, okay. Right, just going to pop my headphones down so I can do some stretching. So I've had very little physical exercise today. I had the best intentions and didn't get any done. Anyway, so let's just get a little bit loose up here. I did try and teach a lesson on Zoom earlier, and the lag was up to about 3.5 seconds. So I'm only hoping that that's because it was during possibly a school day still or whatever, or lots of people were trying to do meetings. Little class behind, but it doesn't seem to be too bad tonight, touch wood. So fingers crossed the internet gods stay with us and we have a smooth ride right through. One across this way, and if you can reach the box of the person next to you, you can give a little poke into the box next door. And that personal thank you for the poke from the side. The other way across. Again, if you lick your finger first, you can make their box a bit soggy. There you go. Marvellous. Shake it out. Someone's got their mic open again, so that little bit of echoing going on. If you're using computer speakers and a microphone, then you might get a little bit of that echoing feedback going on. And if I'm quick enough, I'll try and catch it so it doesn't. Sally, unfortunately, the way you're standing there, all we can stare at is your chest. So I hope you don't mind. Oh, there we go. You're ahead now. I've embarrassed you. I'm so sorry. Well, all you can see is mine anyway. Right. People getting closer for another look. Can you really? Okay. Right. So, let's go down one side like this. Don't go so far your hat falls off. Oh, just run your hand down your thigh. Quite nice, really. It's a while since I've run my hand down a thigh. Oh, apart from a chicken thigh when I cooked last night. There we go. I'm getting better at not cutting myself to pieces on Tuesday nights. It seemed to be Tuesdays when I would get a little bit accident prone. So should we how about can go a little bit into I'm just doing a body roll. I'm going down into a bit of a squat. I'm feeling my thighs, they're feeling reasonably taut, and then just rolling up a little bit. Okay. Hands below your belly buttons, and let's take a nice breath out whilst hissing or doing it to the consonant F, as in F for figgy, and get yourself empty, pulling in on your tummy muscles as you go. Ready, go. When you are completely empty, hold it for 1 second, relax those muscles, and in will come some lovely, warm, low breaths, just like you want for a singer. And remember that sensation of getting the breath in down, nice and low. Since we've been on air, I've noticed the arrival of a ninja octopus by the name of Justine Abrihoda. Hello, Justine. And also, Izzy has got... what have you got on your head? You're a fox. You're a cute fox, Izzy.
Yep, I have no idea. I didn't get the memo about the hats, but this was around. Well,
that's the best bit of improvisation I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, good on you. And what's Lauren got on her head tonight?
Very sparkly hat.
That's your party hat. You're definitely up for a good time tonight. Excellent. Right. Let's do some singeing. Can you hear the piano all right? Yes, lovely. Okay. Shall we? I'll tell you what. Come on, we can do a bit of this. Let's do a bit of Let It Be. And I don't know what words we're going to use yet, but in fact, I'll tell you what. I'm going to find the words on the internet because I usually make them up when I sing this. I'm going to sing it. You can sing along. And it be lyrics. And we'll see where it takes us, shall we? And we'll move around with keys a little bit. So this is part of the singing warm-up now. And if you want to leave any messages in the chat while we're doing this, by all means do. I see lots of people have... I can't hear anything. Do I need headphones? Solveig. Well, you can hear something now, of course. That was a little while ago. Everyone in the meeting. And we're going to sing Let It Be. Right. So if we start off in this key, we're going to start nice and low. We start there. Here we go. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. I'm just gonna got the mute. If you're gonna if you can avoid punching your microphones, and also if you can avoid turning your mics on while we're singing, peeps. Otherwise, what happens is because of the delay, we hear you about the second after me and the second after yourselves, and it gets a little bit comical for all the wrong reasons. The singing's lovely, but the timing is terrible, and that's just a limitation of Zoom. So let's go again, alrighty? Not that I don't want to hear you, I just don't want to hear you a second and a half after me. When I find 3, 4, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. We'll move up a little bit. We're going to move up to a slightly more dangerous key, a key in G flat major. I'm playing all the black notes now. You can't see that, but down here I'm playing all the black notes. So, and when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, all right? And 3, 4. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer. Let it be. For though they may be parted, for though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Come on. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. We're going to go up another semitone into the key of G for the cloudy night. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow. Okay, here you go. And when 3, 4. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow. Until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. I wake up to the sound. And Mother Mary comes to me. Comes to me speaking. Low breath, let it be. Pull in, come on, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. And again, let it be. Pull in, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. There we go. Right as your starter for one, then let's do some warm, wide-ranging Bella Signoras. Now Robert Lee appeared for a second, then disappeared. I think he remembered he had forgotten to get his hat. And using your fingers, how many hats have you shown so far tonight? And Love Day. That's using your lips, darling. I said use your fingers. That's these bits. 2, and you even did it the nice way around. There's only 2 so far. And how many have you got left in store? Hang on, you're obviously confused as to what I meant by sticking fingers up at me. You don't normally know which fingers to stick up in. How many hats have you got in store? Have you just got the 2 best ones?
No, they're all in the loft. These are the old ones.
Well, what's Richard doing? He can get up in the loft and get them down for you.
I don't think he'll get down again. Oh.
Okay. in which case, eyes on and on. Where's she gone? Oh crikey! There's lots of us here tonight. We've got 52 people on. I can only see 49 of you in one go. If I jump across to the other page, I can see the other 2 that aren't there. And you keep all moving. Will you stay still, people? You keep moving around on my screen, so I can't keep track of you. So I want to speak to somebody, and you keep hiding. Oh, there's Jenny. Looks, she's made a daffodil hat. Is that a daffodil hat, Jenny? And let's see if we can get you unmuted. It's being reluctant to unmute you. Don't know if you can unmute yourself. Oh, there we go. Try now.
Yeah. Actually, it's very fetching. It's all done with recycled material. So I've been very, 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 very industrious. That's it.
Well done.
You
well
know,
done. That's
I've got Galaxy S9 as my name. Do I not get a name? Oh, okay.
You can rename yourself. In fact, I think I can rename you for you. Let me rename you. Has it changed your name on the chat now? Can you see that? It's changed your name for me anyway. From Trish to everyone. Whose music woke up what? See, singing quietly is number one. Someone's pulling faces when I said it's time for quiet. Do you know what? He can just suck it up. But we've been quiet all day. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, tell them when we're out from underneath this, we're going to take him out somewhere and teach him how to appreciate good music. Apparently my music woke up yesterday, so I'm in the doghouse. Trish, who pays all the bills? Where's Trish
He
gone?
works nights.
He works. So what's he doing at home then?
Getting ready to go out to work at 9 o'clock.
Well, then this is a lovely uplifting way for him to get ready for work, isn't it? He shouldn't be moaning. He doesn't get up at 10 to 9 when he goes to work. So tell him 52 people, 51 people told him he's just got to suck it up because this is his mum's bit of pleasure on a Wednesday night. And then give us his email address and we'll all send him emails of support and musical encouragement. Right, where are we? We're going to do some Bella Signoras, please. Oh, Juliet. I hope that's a hat. If not, you've been doing one of those videos at home where everybody cuts each other's hair, isn't it? Melissa wanted a haircut and she was going to let Harry shave it today, but I told her that wouldn't be a good idea. Not this early on, anyway. Right. Bella, nice and warm and rich. 2, 3, 4. Bella Signora. And if you can roll your R, then make it sound like you're a proper classical singer warming up for a concert at the Albert Hall. Bella Signora. 3. Nancy, would you like me to change you from Ginger Ninja?
Please.
What would you like to be?
Oh, well, just Nancy would be good.
Oh, well, just
Not
Nancy.
just Nancy.
There we go. Is that better? Good. Okay. Now, don't ask for something you don't want. This is a newfound power. If any of you are misbehaving, I'm going to rename you, and you do have control over yourself. I'm not going to tell you how though, because it'd be much more fun if you can't change it. But there we go. Oh well, just Nancy, not Ninja Gin. What was it? Whatever it was. Right. Bella, nice and warm. 2, 3, 4. Bella Signora. Lovely. And Elaine's turned into a cat. No, she hasn't. That's a lovely, pretty pussycat. We've got 2 blackies. Right. Another one. Bella. Start thinking about putting in below your belly buttons now when you go for these high notes. 3, 4. Yes. Very nice. And I think we'll do just one more of those, and then I'm going to get your mouth and your brains a little bit unhinged. 3, 4. Bella, sing. Go on, squeeze. Put in. Yes. And I'm all the way back down. Okay. Now, last night I looked around my room for inspiration for something to do as a basic tongue twister. I'm going to do the same thing tonight. Let's start with bass guitar. So we're going to go bass guitar, bass guitar, bass guitar, bass guitar. Are you ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very easy. And come back down to can you see that? A 20 pence piece. 20 pence piece, 20 pence piece, 3, 4. 20 pence piece, 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 20 pence piece. Good evening, Claire. Loving your pirate look there. Should I call you Captain Jack? Jack Sparrow. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'm going to rename you. Do you mind if I rename you? I can't resist that. Hang on.
Call me what you like. I don't care.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I've got more.
Oh, you have? Oh, no, don't change now. I'm not going to.
You're not going to. Come on.
I was enjoying the pirate look.
No.
Okay, you have to switch back between the two. Anyway, right. So I'm looking around my room again, and I can see a really cheap mic that I was given by our tech guys at school to try and improve my Zoom experience, which was a little bit, I don't know, a little bit naive of him. It says it's a condenser mic, but a condenser mic needs powering from somehow, and it just this is how good it is. So, oops! I just hit a guitar with my really expensive condenser mic. I think it cost him about £2.99 from a tourist shop. Right. So, cheap old mic, cheap old mic. 3, 4. Cheap old mic, cheap old mic, cheap old mic. We're going to back down to Summer's not singing. Summer's not singing. Oh, she's disappeared now. Summer's not singing, Summer's not singing, because if you can see Sally, she's got someone with her who's hiding halfway out, and she wasn't singing at all there. Summer's not singing. 3, 4. Summer's not singing, 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 Summer's not singing. Right, we made it. Let's see if we can do one more. Okay, now because I'm a bit lax with my cleaning, there's an empty beer bottle. Which will be full at some point this evening. We took a little comfort break last night, which worked really well. The comfort break was because I had to restart the Zoom meeting because it was so glitchy and glotchy. But the benefits were huge, and I scored a beer out the fridge, and other people came back with a fresh glass of wine or a cup of tea. So we'll do that again at some point as well. So empty beer bottle, 3, 2, 1, go. Empty beer bottle, lovely. Helen Duncan's, is that Helen Duncan? I like your hat. That's a Mickey Mouse. Ooh, Fantasia. Do you remember what was the one he did? What's that? Sorcerer's Apprentice in the original Fantasia. So let's do Mickey Mouse hat. Mickey Mouse hat. Mickey Mouse hat. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Mickey Mouse hat. 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 And I'm looking to see whose mouths are working the most efficiently. And the last one on the way down, let's have high density acoustic insulating foam. Let's do treble recorder. Treble recorder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Treble recorder, treble recorder, treble recorder, treble recorder, treble recorder, treble recorder, treble recorder. And hopefully you remember to breathe before that all got going. Right. Thank you very much for all of the responses from the surveys. The second one has filled up as you can imagine, but that means I've got 80 independent responses so far, and there are clear messages here. Now, I'm really glad that lots of you read my emails and didn't just go down the list of songs you didn't know and put a 1 in the column. And I know that there are at least 7 people on tonight who've emailed me to tell me that you did that. But it's lucky that I'm not looking for the songs that you didn't like. I was looking for the songs that you did like. And the message was that if you didn't know them, have a listen to them, and then you'd be able to formulate more of an opinion. But anyway, there are some clear messages and some songs that nearly everybody seem to like an awful lot. So we'll throw a couple of those in this evening. If you are very, very new to Vocalese, hopefully you'll still know some things. Like we're going to have a sing through Baba Yetu this evening. We're going to have a sing through Mr. Blue Sky this evening. I don't know whether Lauren and Izzy know Mr. Blue Sky in our version, but at least you'll get an idea of what it sounds like. And with a bit of luck, if everybody does what they're told and stays indoors and we get over this nice and quickly, we can get on and do our recording at some point, our for real recording, not just our virtual recording. Thank you for your versions of Rather Be so far. Some of you are beginning to listen to really good instructions and demonstrate amazing recording etiquette with silence before and after and using headphones. But I would encourage you, several of you have emailed through and said I couldn't bear to listen to this. That's all well and good, but you might just want to check it, because there was something that I heard when putting the initial responses into Rather Be. There was something that sounded like a mosquito, and it was a bit where clearly the person who was singing had forgotten how that bit went and was kind of going loudly along with it without realizing that actually that would be in the final recording. So I did email them back and say, did you listen back to this before you sent it? Now, it's a good exercise. Please, please, please don't listen back and go, oh God, I sound terrible. Forbid yourself from doing that. The last thing you want to do is tell yourself you sound terrible, because then how are you going to feel when we all get back together again and you sit next to 2 people? It's my brother. Shall I embarrass him? Hang on. I'm just going to get rid of him. Don't go away. Steve. Steve? Hello? Yeah, I'm just running quiet for a second. Can I call you back a bit later on? Smashing. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye. He said, did you mean that community group with all those fantastic looking men and women in? And I said, yes, that fantastic group with gorgeous men and women in it. And he said, okay, well, I better leave you to that, because that's a much better proposition than I've got for you. Right, okay, I forgot what I was saying. Rather Be, yes, so good recording etiquette. By the time we get to about the 17th song of this virtual choir, you'll all be recording pros and sending me stuff at the best, highest possible quality imaginable. But if you've not done it yet, the big one for me is avoiding So if you can lose the lip smacks before you do each phrase, and the simple thing is just keep your mouth open. So there's a few that I'm going to have to go through and tidy up before it all goes in, but that's a fairly common one. And the other thing is, what was it? Don't know. No, you're all getting very good at it. I can see a few people who have yet to send me some in, and I see a few people. Kerry, I felt really, really bad when I received yours on Saturday morning last week. When I've been up to 3 o'clock that morning doing the video, I thought, how much do I like Kerry? Not that much. I'm really sorry. So you dipped out on the close to you, but
That's
you'll be.
okay.
But you'll
I thought
definitely.
I was too late.
Never mind. But you'll definitely be in Rather Be. Anyway, right, I've forgotten completely what we were doing. We were doing warm-ups, but we're not doing that anymore. We're finished. And let's sing. For those who are going to be doing it this week, let's sing Rather Be along with backing track. And I need you to be my ears so that we don't have any mishaps with sound like we did last night. If it glitches a little bit, I can only apologise to you. I don't think it's your end or my end. I think it's the middleman. And I think it's Zoom that is struggling a little bit with their servers and stuff, with the demand. Right. So I'm going to share my screen with you. You should see some music for Rather Be coming up. I'll start the track going, and then we'll have a sing all together. All righty, good luck. I'll see you at the end. Best foot forward. Here we go.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would wait forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, get you another name, switch up the batteries. Baby, if you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your heart, you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. We staked out on a mission to find our inner peace, make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. Nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you. Sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, get you another name, switch up the batteries. Baby, if you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your heart, you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. No, 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 no. No place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
How's that for you lot? Elaine, it said it was breaking up a little bit for you. Did most of you have mostly okay sound during that? Yeah?
A problem, Richard. We've got two phones on the go here next to each other, and one is in front of the other.
Right. I'll make a suggestion, Keith. If you were both to share the same cubicle, then they're not going to interfere with each other. You'll hear the same sound coming out of one rather than the same sound coming out of two at different times. So that just goes to show that the fun and games that we've got with all this, you see. So if either Keith or Margot turn off your own feed, and then there we go. It's nice to see you both in the same window anyway. There we go. So Keith, if on your account, Keith, you disappear, and I'll rename Keith and Margot. I nearly clicked remove Margot. That would have been very rude of me. In fact, we'll make it Margot and Keith, because otherwise that's the order they're in, you see. Then you won't get confused as to who's Margot and who's Keith. Marvellous. Right, up for another song. Should we do one that was requested from previously? We're going to have a little bit of Baba Yetu. So let me just shove you on a different screen over there. Sorry, I just shoved you all on a different screen. I hope you don't mind. Let me get rid of the previous tune we did, and I'm going to pull out Baba Yetu, which is in a different folder. And I will, at the end of this, I'm going to make a note to myself to do this because I forgot last night, to put these songs back in the members area if it's not already. Baba Yetu and Mr. Blue Sky. So at least then those who don't know it can have a little listen to what's going on. Baba Yetu. Want the gods of search. Where are you? There we go. Sheet music for Baba Yetu is coming up. There's the track. And I'm watching for mouths working overtimes, particularly the ones. Alrighty, here comes your shared screen of music. And here comes your back-inch track, and I'll see you at the end.
Baba Yetu Yetu Lien Binguni Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lien Gina Lako Eli Kukuzwe Baba Yetu Yetu Lien Binguni Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lien Gina Lako Eli Kukuzwe Utum Fenil Chakula Jetu Umatoni Taji Tusamehe Makosa Yetu He Mama yetu yetu ye, jina lako heri tukuzwe. Baba yetu yetu ye, mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Mama yetu yetu ye, jina lako heri tukuzwe. Utupe leo chakula chetu, tunachohitaji kusamehe makosa yetu, katika majaribu lakini tuokoe na yule mwovu milele. Baba yetu amina. Jina lako Baba yetu, Baba yetu amina. Jina lako Baba yetu.
That was lovely. I loved watching you doing the hums at the end. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and everybody, especially Amy, did a wonderfully physical hum. Show me your hums at the end, and if you watch everyone else in your windows, then you'll be able to see other people doing it. Don't forget, if you're on a phone or a tablet, you can only see 4 or 9 people, so do swipe across occasionally to get a bit of different scenery, because those 4 faces or 9 faces might get a bit boring after a while. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, hum. Ready? 3. Marvellous. There were some more understated than others, and others were giving it a bit large. Very nice too. So now I did notice, Angela, you were watching that one without an awful lot of lip movement. I don't think you've done that with one yet, have you? Are you on a computer or a tablet? Hang on, I'm just trying to get.
I've done it. Have I done it?
Yes, you have.
There you go. So this is one. It'll only take you about 5 minutes to learn this one anyway. You know, because it's all. You don't need to know what the words mean, but it's basically the Lord's Prayer. Didn't take us very long to learn it in choir, did it? Especially the bit that the girls one do, where they go, "Kamanasi tuna voya samehe wali utukuseya." That bit. That didn't take us very long at all. That was like a 5-minute job. Anyway, that was one scored very highly in your responses from the survey. But let's do another one from this term, because I want everybody to be able to sing as much as possible this evening, before we maybe disappear off and go and get a cup of tea. In fact, we'll do one more song, and then you can go and make yourself a cup of tea or get another glass of wine. Helen's got sparklers that she just stuck into the top of her head. Very nice to you. You look like one of those trolls. In fact, knowing that you look like one of those trolls, we ought to do, in your honour then, Can't Stop the Boogie Feeling. We'll do that right now, and then we'll go and take a little 5-minute break for tea. And in fact, I might risk leaving the mics open for you. Then you can speak to people individually if you'd like to. There we go. There's the sheet music for Can't Stop the Boogie Feeling, and there is the music track coming up. Good luck. I thought about. I'm trying to think what we're going to do for virtual choir after Addie Amos, because Addie Amos will be next week. What I'm finding is the more busy the song, the more fun I have in the post-production, getting it all nice and tidy. So Close to You was quite straightforward. Rather Be is a little bit more fun, but you're getting better at this as we go along. So it would be nice to have all of this term recorded virtually before we finish. And then you can share all of those tracks with your friends and family and say that's what you're missing, or that you missed. It was last Sunday, wasn't it? The Sunday just gone would have been our friends and family concert. Cool. Time flies when you haven't got a clue what day it is. All right, Can't Stop Boogie Feeling. Here comes the music. Oh no, I better share the screen first. Screen is shared. There's your music. Here comes the track. Good luck. See you at the end.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally. You unlock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the light, nowhere to hide goes. When we move, you already know. So just imagine, nothing I can sing but you when you dance, dance, dance. I mean a good freaking up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all the things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, but you dancing. I can't stop dancing. I just can't, so just dance, dance, dance. I just can't, so just dance, dance, dance.
If you want to get up and down.
That nasty boogie bugs me, but somehow it has struck me. The gobbin rhythm gets me on my feet. I've changed my life completely. I've seen the lightning lead me. My baby just can't take her eyes off me. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. I can't stop the sunshine in my pocket. Got that good soul in my feet. Don't blame it on the good times. Just imagine. Blame it on the boogie. I can't control my feet. I can't stop the feeling in my pocket. And there's nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Blame it on the boogie. And under the lights when it goes, nowhere to hide goes. When we move, you already know. So just imagine, nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. I mean a good freaking up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all the things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon when you dancing. I just can't just dance, dance, dance. My body can't just dance, dance, dance. I just can't just dance, dance, dance. My body can't just dance, dance, dance. I just can't. Get it on the boogie.
Well done, lovely people. Oh, we got 54 people in tonight, and I can't see you. I'm just gonna flip across to the. Who can't I see on the next screen? Who am I missing? Oh, there's Lindsay hiding behind the anonymity of not turning her camera on. Maybe she's a bit tired, and Claire and Elaine, or maybe the video's not working quite properly at the moment. If it does jump in and out, I've left the meeting room open, so feel free to come and go as you please. And on that note, do afford yourselves a little bit of a comfort break. Go and have a wee or a wee dram. Erica's got another hat on now. It looks like a light bulb. There we go. And I shall be back with, I think there's one more of these nice green Peronis in the fridge with my name on it. My name's Peroni. So see you in fact 3 minutes. That's enough, isn't it, for a wee and to get a drink? 3 minutes? Right. See you in a minute.
Hello, Nan. You're right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
hello.
I'm back.
Technology.
Oh, did it?
Oliver, show us what you've made.
Oh, oké.
Even
dag. Ja, dag zeggen. Dag. Zeg je dag? Oké. Ik doe hem weer opnieuw.
Everyone else is on
mute. Yeah.
Apart from them.
Hey, Oliver.
You look. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hallo. 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 Is leuk.
Hallo, Nan.
Oh, hallo.
Hi. Hoor je mij? Ik kan je gezicht niet zien.
Oh, ja, ik hoor je.
Ik heb maar 4 kleine fotootjes van iedereen op mijn mobile.
Oké, ik zie jou wel.
Ja, zie je me?
Ja,
Je
ja.
hebt je 2 dochters daar, hè? Ik zie ze achter je staan.
Ja, Anna,
Ja, hartstikke leuk.
Anna is alweer weg, maar Estie die heeft heel hard meegezongen en meegedanst.
Excuse me. You can talk what you like about me, but do it in English, all right? This is not a Dutch group. This is an English group, and people like to know if you're talking about them. I'm just putting on WhatsApp the link for this evening's meeting, because I think there might have been some people who have not been able to get in on the WhatsApp. In fact, let me just see if everybody that was on there has been able to get in. I missed the meeting. No, it's the same. Oh no, well, Tracy's there, so that's okay. Demel's I've seen, so that's all right. Anne's there. Sarah's still breathless. Tracy's in. Yep. Jenny Brown is there too. Okay, well, it looks like most of the people that are... Oh, and some very helpful people like Anne and Lucy again managed to post the link for me, so that's brilliant. Thank you very much if you were one of those people that posted the link so people could get in. Right, now I'm going to if you'd like to unmute yourself, and there are a couple of people still off at the moment, so Eco Jenny's obviously gone to open a bottle of something. Easy Coleman Wood has disappeared into the fridge. Robert has come back with his coolie hat on. Yes, good health to all of you.
Cheers.
Health, wealth, and something cool.
And you, Anne.
Thank you.
I'm still teetotal after a month.
You're a good girl.
Cup of tea for me.
I've decided to only drink beer if it's out of a bottle or a can.
Yeah.
So thereby cutting down to smaller
I'm
amounts.
requesting a song, Richard.
What's that?
Look at my hat.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to go out. I'm gonna have to go into speaker view. Say that again, Joe. Go on.
I said, look at my hat. What did it say?
Looks like you're talking to the moon.
Oh, that could be it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe what we'll do. Maybe we'll make that the good night song at the very end of the evening. So you'll have to hang on. You'll have to hang on to the bitter end if you want to be talking to the moon. That can be our good night to everybody. And then if you need to pop off earlier, then you can do. And all you've missed is that. Right. Are we mostly okay? So Anne is obviously she's nipped down. No, Anne Howe, not Anne Taylor. Anne Howe must have nipped down the offie. Who can we name when they come back? In fact, oh, she's back now. We're gonna rename you Anne in your absence, but I missed it. Hang on, I'll get Erica, unless she can hear what I'm saying. What should we call it? Nothing, Erica. Nothing at all. Yeah. No, okay. Yes. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I haven't renamed you or anything. Marvelous. Right, we're back. Grace has got a nice colour. That could be Lucozade. That colour with all the.
It's blood orange gin.
Blood orange gin. A nice small measure. I like to see. There we go. Frank, can you hear any better tonight, young sir?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Marvellous. And actually, I can hear you a little bit better this evening too. Emma's just rather rudely says it looks like you've got a saucepan on your head. Terry, is that what they call a deer stalker?
No, it's one more in Germany.
Oh, you got it in Germany? Fantastic. Well, there you go. Right. Okay, we're all back. Let's do some more singing. Let us do... because I want to keep it in your ears and because I love it so much, we're going to do Sing. So apologies if you're tuning in on Tuesday and Wednesday night. You are more than welcome to tune in both nights. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But we're probably going to keep things fairly parallel so that if you didn't do both nights, you won't miss out on anything. And if you do both nights, then I promise to try and tell different jokes on both occasions. I already put up on WhatsApp, didn't I, my joke about Abu Dhabi and Dubai, didn't I? In case you haven't heard it, it goes a little bit like this. What's the difference between the people of Dubai and the people of Abu Dhabi? And then I wanted to see you mouth, I don't know, what's the difference between the people of Dubai and the people of Abu Dhabi? There you go. Well, the people of Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do. Come on, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Right, you can share that with your friends, and it's one of the only clean jokes I know as well. I really do like that. That tickles me every time I hear it. Good. So we're going to do Sing by the Pentatonics, and I thought about finding a little video of a male Turkish belly dancer for you for the introduction, but I couldn't find one anyway. So here is the sheet music for Sing, and here is the backing track to Sing. And I'll see you at the end. And listen, don't sit still doing this. You know, you can bop around a little bit if you'd like to. I'm getting a bit of large, and there's other people giving a bit of large. One of the ladies last night, Katie, apologised for dancing too much when she found out that I was recording it to put it on YouTube. I will only share this link with you guys, by the way. It's not going out for the wider public. And I would kind of ask you to respect the privacy of your friends and members of Vocalese by not making it go viral, although that would be quite cool. We'd share it between us, but just remember, when you're sat in front of a webcam, we can see everything you do. So if you think you might have picked your nose this evening during this session, remind me when it was, and I'll see if I can't find that bit and just blank you out when you picked your nose, okay? Or if, like last night, Helen from Caversham, we just saw that for the first part of the evening, because she openly admitted on air to everybody else that she wasn't wearing appropriate undergarments. Now I thought she meant from the waist down, but actually I think it was only from the waist up. So the second half was much better. That flowed much more evenly, if it excuse the pun. Right, what have we got from chats? Lindsay disappear quickly. Okay, is Kerry back? She said she needed to disappear quickly and be back in a bit. I hope she used flu powder. Duncan's had to change the size ratio of the music to fit the screen because he can't find his glasses. Sorry, Duncan. Solvay's got... Oh, okay, so 8 minutes ago. Buy Solvay for 8 minutes ago. Marvellous. Trish knows some male Turkish belly dancers. Do you now, Trish? I'm afraid I might have to follow up on that a little bit. So, Trish, how do you know male Turkish belly dancers? Hang on, can you unmute yourself? There we go.
Because I am a belly dancer.
Yeah, but you're not male, though.
No, but I know some men who do this.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. I wonder if you could, you might secretively capture some footage of them, and then when we do this in concert, I could fly it up on the back wall over the introduction, and they'll have visual effects for the sound effects. Fantastic. I didn't think I'd ever know anybody who would know a male Turkish belly dancer. Right, here we go. So this is Sing by the Pentatonics. Good luck. Strap yourself in tight. Here we go.
It doesn't matter if your days are long, sing. It doesn't matter if your night's gone wrong, sing. Just clap your hands and stomp your feet and sing it. Whoa, oh, sing. It doesn't matter if he let you go, sing. It doesn't matter if he hurt you so, sing. Get up and dance, just feel that beat and sing it. Whoa, oh. I don't know what you've been told, but music make you lose control. Sing, 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 sing it out as hard as you can. Make them hear you from LA to Japan. Let them bring you down, 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 down. Go and roll them windows down and sing, 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 sing it with your hands in the sky. Light it up like it's the 4th of July. Let them bring you down, 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 a little louder down. It doesn't matter if you're way off track, sing. Feel like you're heading for a heart attack, sing. Just raise your voice and bring that noise and sing it. Whoa, whoa, oh. Sing for your mama, sing for your daughter, sing for your sisters, Mr. Best Friend's brother. 'Cause I don't know what you've been told, but music make you lose control. Sing, 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 sing it out as hard as you can. Make them hear you from LA to Japan. Let them bring you down, 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 down. Go and roll your windows down and sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing it with your hands in the sky. Light it up like it's the 4th of July. Let it bring you down, 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 a little bit louder now. Sing it for your mama, hey. Sing it for your papa, hey. Sing it for the whole world, the boy or girl, be number one fan. KO on the beat, okay. I'm a human, 808. Go ahead, go and sing it, don't talk, cause the beat won't stop, no, wait, wait, wait. Sing, 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 sing it out as hard as you can. Make them hear you from LA to Japan. Don't let them bring you down, 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 down. Go and roll them windows down and sing, 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 sing it with your hands in the sky. Light it up like it's the 4th of July. Let them bring you down, 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 a little bit louder, down, 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 sing it a little bit louder, down.
And very nice too. And very go on, go ahead. Let's do some sign language clapping at the end. I think that would be highly appropriate, unless you're holding a mug in your right hand, Sue Moore. Be careful, that will go all over the place. So one thing I forgot to tell you earlier, because I know Kate Bettison mentioned that she's been quite proactive in encouraging me to contact places like Radio Berkshire and Meridian TV, who are, you know, quite rightly looking to see what people are doing to keep the communities together in these strange and weird times. And also Rob had an idea at the end of last week as well about now, Rob, you'll have to tell me what it's called, because I couldn't remember what it's called. Is it called a rhythmic fitness class or something?
It's called Fitsteps, and it's run by somebody you know. Well, she knows you. She's called Vicky Arnold. Yeah?
Vicky, I know that name.
From Windsor Theatre, something like that. Amateur Dramatics.
I definitely know that name.
It's dance aerobics.
Right.
And seeing as we're doing a great dance song at the moment, it seemed like a good idea to put us together, because they're operating virtually like we are. So to put together a virtual choir with a virtual dance troupe seems like a lot of fun.
It does sound like an awful lot of fun. Now,
sort out the details.
Whether we'll be able to get them all in a room together, or whether someone has got a more powerful computer and more time than I've got to put a video of them all together, that would be quite something. Or we can just wait till this is all finished, and then it would have to be done retrospectively, wouldn't it? We'll figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. So we could be having a bit of a collab with a fitness troupe. And otherwise we'll just record the sound of them dancing, and we'll mix it in with the sound of us singing, and you just have to use your imagination. Anyway, unless she was able to film the Zoom meeting of them doing the dance routine like we're doing it now in Celebrity Square style, and then I can put I can put us together with them and have two lots of Celebrity Squares. There we go. Sell them that idea, Robert. See if they can get them. Of course, the dancing, it'll make it look like they're a bit rubbish, because the dancing will be all out of time with each other, but it doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts, and we'll explain that in a disclaimer at the beginning. Right, what are we going to do now? What are we going to sing? I would like, please, to share with you. I'll tell you what, let's do one another one that was requested. Do you reckon we can have a go at For the Beauty of the Earth? I don't know why I'm asking you, because we're going to do it anyway. For the Beauty of the Earth, it was I was really pleased to see this one come up as over the top of a lot of surrounding songs. I've just got to find it, because of course it's not in this term's folder. Searching for beauty. Oh, there's several pictures of me. Here we go. There's the sheet music for the Beauty of the Earth. And when did we do this? We did this. I've not put a date on it. What a numpty. Was this last term? No. Was it? Was it summer term of last year? So it's a couple of terms ago. So if you've not sung this one with us before, I apologise. but it's gorgeous. It's a bit of rutter, and you've all done a bit of rutter because we did the candlelight carol at Christmas. And so here we go. This is a bit for the beauty of the earth. And if you don't know it, you can just sit back, enjoy, have a listen, have a look at the music, and I'll post this. I'll write it on my list of things to post after the meeting for the beauty of the earth. Quick glugs and getting dry. Cheers. You've got to keep your fluids up in the coronavirus lock-in period. There we go. That's my little bit for now. Right, for the beauty of the earth, share screen. Ah, hang on then. So here we go. Claire's rubbish laptop. Where's Claire's rubbish laptop? I didn't see a Claire's rubbish laptop. Where's Claire's rubbish laptop? Ah, Claire Davis. Right, you're on a laptop, and you'd like to see everybody. Can you only see you and me?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that enough? Right, if you take your arrow to the top part of the screen in the right-hand corner, hopefully you'll see something that says speaker view, or actually in yours it'll say gallery view, or it might just be 9 dots. Can you see that somewhere? Move your arrow to the top of the screen. Is it the same on PC?
No, I can't see that.
Hang on, wait, anybody on a PC? Where's the speaker or gallery view on a PC?
Top right corner.
It's the top right corner.
Yeah, top right corner.
So, but you've got the choice. If you click on it, then you flip backwards and forwards between. Did you find it?
No.
It'll change your life if you can find it. You might need to waggle up and go into the menu bar at the top of the screen. Mine says speaker view or gallery view, and one of them is like a white block with 3 dots, and if it's not, if it's the gallery view, it's like 9 little white dots all in a square.
You can also press Alt F1.
Oh, thank you. Alt F1. Try Alt F1. If you're on a laptop, you might have to press the FN button as well. Wait with bated breath. Did it work?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what then. You'll have to watch this back in its entirety after the session's finished to see everybody in all their glory. All right? Okay. But it'll be worth watching because it's lovely to see your faces. I do miss you all. I miss being in the same room with you, but this softens the blow somewhat, and it's lovely to share this space with you. Right, here we go. For the beauty of the earth, here comes some music. Here comes some backing track, and I'll see you at the end.
Mother
Lovely, lovely. It's amazing what you can do with clever computer sounds nowadays, isn't it? Right, that was extremely nice. Yeah, so if you don't know that one, that was one of your favourites for at least our first CD that will go, no doubt, platinum within about 2 weeks of it being released. Not that I'm going to do anything like that at all, I promise you. Okay, so what we're going to sing now, let's go back to this term. Let's do Adiamus, because this is the one that's going to be on the list for next week. So for some of you who practice regularly, this will be your only practice before you try and do your recording next week. And I would urge you to just have a listen back, because if there are any massive clunkers, it does mean you'd have to record the whole thing again. So there's always going to be an element of warts and all to our virtual choir recordings. Please don't worry though, because I love you all your curves and all your edges, as John Legend says, which is another one that scored extremely highly in the survey. So that one will be coming back on as well. In fact, I remember when we were talking about this while we were still meeting in the flesh, and several of the ladies wanted to do All of Me, and one of their reasons was for that lovely man bit that goes over the top, was the way that several of you put it, and I knew exactly what you meant. So we'll dig that out for a sing another time, probably not tonight, because we're gonna run out of time. I want to do Mr. Blue Sky as next as well. So Adiamus coming up. Adiamus. There's the backing track. There's the music. Turn the volume down a tiny bit. Are you ready? Now, those of you using headphones, when you've not used headphones before, I hope you can appreciate the improvement in sound quality that you're getting. It also means that you can sing a bit louder and not worry about what comes out. Because if you're not using headphones, and unless you've got a nice house like Helen's, which doesn't join onto anybody else's, you can turn the volume up and give it a bit large. At which point it doesn't matter, does it? You just blare it out, and the only neighbours are your husband and a dog, and a dog. Right. Adiamus, share, screen, sheet music, Adiamus, backing track coming up. And don't forget, it's a quick come in, so be ready. Everyone. actually, yep. Mute applause. That's lovely. That scored very highly on the old on the survey as well. So it's interesting to see. I didn't look at the ones that people were just sticking ones by because I wasn't that interested. I just wanted to see the peaks, not the troughs. Okay, so on that subject, Mr. Blue Sky was one of the highest scoring survey jobbies. So let's do a little bit of Mr. Blue Sky. Again, this one is from a bit further back. So if you don't know this one, absolutely fine. I'm trying to remember when we did this last, because we did it. I've got April 2017, which must have been, it might have been for the summer term 2017.
We did it when the lexicon opened at my rentals.
We did it that September when it poured with rain and the whole of the town was like a river until we started singing. And then the sun came out. We have this effect on things, you see.
Before I joined.
Yes, well, this would have been no, nearly 3 years ago. And
I joined as well.
Was it? Well, enjoy this because I think this is a pretty good version. It's different to what you'd expect because I was obviously feeling quite creative maybe when I did this arrangement. So the beginning part particularly is very different. If I share the screen now, oh hang on, Frank Box has raised a hand. Where's Frankie go? Oh Frank, we seem to have lost your video, sir. I bet you didn't know you could put your hands up in. Frank, can we hear you? Oh, we're seeing interesting things there, Frank. Not sure what you're showing us there. Ah, I can see your computer keyboard now, I think. So maybe you're on a ladder installing your webcam on the ceiling so you can get a better view of what's going on. Anyway, so you're seeing backwards instead of frontwards. Oh, all right, well done. Okay, thank you for that explanation. I shall stop worrying about you. There you go. Right, so Mr. Blue Sky, as performed by Vocalese, we should hire ourselves out all over the world for people who need to guarantee good weather for their functions. All expenses tripped all around the globe, I reckon, to places that really need our brand of weather control. Right, sharing my screen. Mr. Blue Sky sheet music, followed by the backing track. Have a good old listen or a good old sing, whichever you prefer, and this is how it goes.
What do I see? Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud inside. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, hey. Running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the streets where once was clearly Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, hey. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Ah, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Mr. Blue, you did it right, but soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I'll remember you this, I'll remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Do I see?
And the crowd go wild. I can get used to seeing that. That's lovely. Right. So now, hands up if you've never sung that with us. Quite a few peeps. Then could I ask those who know this to help out those that don't, just for a couple of minutes, to show that actually this is quite accessible. And given that it was a really popular choice, there's a very, very strong chance it'll be going forwards. Now, I know it wouldn't be till next term that we'd start learning these things anyway, but just to give you a fighting chance, let's give you a little idea of what the beginning sounds like. So if you're a boy, put your hand up if you're a boy. Just want to check that you're all listening. There we go. Marvellous. Oh, okay, and where did you get that hat? Put her hand up. Thank you. Yes. Oh, hang on, that was your son, wasn't it? That wasn't you. Right. Very good. Right, so if you're a boy, we're starting this note with some bars. We'll do it a little bit slower, and all boys, and anybody who fancies being a boy for the next 15 seconds or so, have a go at the bars of the Boys on Blue Sky. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I see? Exactly the same thing, one more time. And girls 3, you can start singing your bits, but we're not listening to you yet. Well, actually, we're not listening to you much at all, but we're not focusing on you yet. So Keith, you can still sing loudly in Margot's ear, and she can't do anything about it because you're the more important one. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I see? Right, boys, you can sing along with this now. We're now going to be doing the girls' 3s. Hands up if you're a girls' 3. Nan's got her hands over her face. Now, that's raise your hand if you're a girls' 3, Nan. There you go. That's you. That's lovely. Right. I know normally you wait until someone else. Aha! I hope that person actually lives in your house and you're not being attacked by some random person off the streets. Okay. If anybody lives near Nan. Actually, not much you can do now, is there really? Anyway, it'll be gone by the time we get there. Right, so girls 3. Ready, girls 3? And boys 1, you sing as well. Boys 1. Boys, all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I see? And let's do exactly the same thing again. Girls 3 and boys have a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I see? Now you might find that if you think you know this and I'm doing something different, that you've been getting away with quite a lot all the time that you've been singing this, but you might also be very gratified to know that it's exactly the same as what you've always been doing. Right, girls 2, Blue Skies. You've got another version of Blue Skies to sing. This is the older jazzy version, the Irving Berlin, in the words and music by Jeff Lyon and Irving Berlin. This is the Irving Berlin. Ready, 2s? 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Right, so twos, if you didn't know that tune already, have another crack. Twos. Ones and threes and boys, if you weren't already singing in, have another go as well. Ba-ba. And just know that spiritually, all around the area, 50 odd other people are singing with you at the same time. You just can't hear them. You have to hear them in your heads. Right? Boys and threes, blue twos, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. There we go. And let's put the ones on the top. This is the gymnastic bit. This is the bit that really sort of gives it the swingly singers type feel. Ba-ba. Are you ready, ones? If you are sitting cross-legged or reclined, you might want to sit up a little bit here, because when you kick those muscles into action, you don't want to suddenly catapult yourself across the room. Ba-ba. Here we go. Ones, have a crack. In fact, everybody can have a crack at this. Threes, boys, twos, whatever your persuasion. Have a go at being a one for a minute. No one's going to mind. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Do I see? And remember the do I see right on the end. It keeps catching people out. It catches me out too. Ba-ba. Here we go again. Just the ones. 1, 2, 3, and go. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba, do I see? Make sure you go ba-ba, 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 do I see? And we're going to try, everybody's going to have a go now, and if you watch your screens a little bit, you'll see how closely in sync or out of sync you're with everybody. So the boys, ba-ba-ba-ba, threes, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, twos, blue sky, ones, ba-ba. So ones, you must wait one tiny beat before you start singing though, all right? Everybody try it, and then we'll do it with the track, just the first bit, and see what's going on there. Right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum. With Les Dawson at the piano. Did you notice? Now, Les Dawson actually had to be quite a good pianist to be able to do what he did, because you have to know what notes sound wrong. If you play the wrong note and it sounds right, it's jazz, isn't it, Duncan? Whereas if you play the wrong note and it sounds wrong, then it's Les Dawson. But there you go. Right, I'm going to play the track for the first part again, and just do the first page. And then we'll do something else. In fact, okay. I'm on a promise for a game of Scrabble tonight. So I think what we'll do, we'll do this. Say our good night messages. Whack on a bit of Bruno Mars, and oh no, we've got to do Jersey Boys. We can't not do Jersey Boys. So Blue Sky, first page. Are you ready? Here it comes. You got 2 bars and you're in. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Did that work mostly all right? Oh. And I still got music playing in my ear. Right. Hopefully that worked mostly okay for all of you. Back on full page. Okie dokie. Time for some Jersey Boys. And you are encouraged, nay, welcomed to do any form of dancing that you'd like to in this. I almost envy Margot and Keith being in the same room, actually, because you get 2 vocal parts for the price of 1. How cool is that? Right, if anybody lives close to anybody else, you can always open your windows, move your computers close to the window, and then if you sang super loudly out the window, you'd probably hear each other, wouldn't you? And someone would probably call the police. Did you? Was it? I think it was Liz Wilson posted that the video of comparative cultural appreciation across 3 countries, and it might have just been in Italy. In Italy, you've got the guy singing out of his balcony, bit of opera, and you know everybody's cheering and applauding. And somewhere else, someone sat on a balcony with the piano playing, and they're all cheering and applauding. And then some bloke, probably in Glasgow or Crowthorne, singing out of his balcony, and someone tells him to shut the hell up. But you know that's how it is. Right. Oh, we've got some chat. Lindsay Hum, I'm kind of near you. So Lindsay's messaged me privately, which I'm sure she won't mind. Lindsay, you are kind of near me, but I'm right at the back of the house with double glazing shut and curtains drawn and everything. So you might be appreciated by people who live near you, but I'm afraid I'm not going to hear you on this occasion. Although what would be really fun, you know, on Thursday, is it an ongoing thing that we go outside on Thursday evenings and clap for the NHS? Is it an every week thing? Then I'm going to make the effort tomorrow night, and I hope everybody else will. 8 o'clock. I've got to say, and I'll just tell you this, we had to call an ambulance to Dad twice this week, once on Sunday evening, one on Tuesday morning. And on Sunday night, the phone went down, and literally 90 seconds the doorbell rang and the ambulance was there. And on Tuesday morning, literally phone went down, and 3 minutes later the ambulance was there. They have been just amazing. So in case it's going to be very meaningful for us tomorrow night to go and stand outside at Thursday at 8 o'clock and shout and cheer. And so I would encourage everybody else to, if you weren't already going to. But if it's going to be an onward thing, maybe I'll hear you tomorrow night, Lindsay, if you're close to me. I'll shout Lindsay while I'm applauding the NHS. Right, Jersey boys, all voices. Here we go. There we are. Here goes the music. Share the screen, Richard. There's your music. Here comes the backing track, and I'll see you at the end. Enjoy this, peeps. It's a good old shout.
Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry, Sherry baby, baby, Sherry baby, Sherry. Can you come out tonight? Come out tonight, Sherry.
Forgot to turn the page. Sorry.
Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Why don't you come on to my twist party? Come on, where the bright moonshine. Come on, we'll dance the night away. I'm gonna make you a my Sherry, Sherry baby, baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Who said that big girls don't cry? Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Who said they don't cry? My girl, say goodbye. My oh my girl didn't cry. Wonder why. Hey la, my boyfriend's back, and he knows I wasn't cheating. Now you're gonna get a beating. What made you think he'd believe all your lies? Oh, you're a big man now, but it cut you down in size. Oh, wait and see. My boyfriend's back, he's gonna see my reputation. Hey la, my boyfriend's back. Begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. Begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. 'Cause I'm working my way back to you, babe. Learning love inside. And I'm working my way back to you, babe. Happiness that time. Get away. Let's hang on to what we got. Don't let go, girl. We got a lot of love between us. Hang on man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's world growing on the earth, so walk like a man, my son. Walk, 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 walk like a man, like a
So whatever happens, that one's going to have to stay in our program long enough to put that in front of a real audience, because I can just see them all on their foot at Lambrook School. And in fact, we may have to hire a bigger venue for this one. We'll throw several things in together, invite loads of. We'll have the party of the month when we get out from underneath all of this, and we'll do it in a big venue somewhere, and make the most of it. Celebrate what we sort of almost take for granted a little bit. It's not until we did this I realised quite how good we've got it. But there you go. Right, so listen, we're going to do one more song after some messages from yourselves to anybody else that wants to say goodnight, and we're going to do Talking to the Moon to finish off. So if you've got to pop off because it's partial beddy buys, or you've got a hot date waiting for you out in the porch, then by all means go off and do that. So either do it by chat, or you can open your microphones and do it from everybody else. From all
Bye,
of you.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Keep it up, Joe.
I tried to.
Bye. Love it. And good night, John boy. And I will render this all down and save it up on YouTube, so you can have a look at it back. And if I've done it right, then you'll see all your faces on a nice YouTube video. You can relive this evening if you want to get that touch of deja vu, or you want something that the only other thing you've got is watching paint dry. You can have a little bit of that instead. So here goes Talking to the Moon. It's been lovely to see you this evening. After this, there'll be another brief bye-bye, and then I'll see you on the flip side. Don't forget to, if you haven't already sent in your rather bees, lots of you have. I've been busy last night and tonight, Monday night even. I don't even know. It's only because of choir that I know what day it is at the moment. It's bad enough being on school holidays, but being on lock-in, where all you watch on TV is streamed TV programs and stuff, how on earth would you ever know that anything else is going on outside? Crazy. Right, so Talking to the Moon. Really enjoyed tonight. You've done well. Apologise to the neighbours. Here comes the sheet music.
I like this one.
Me too.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back. My neighbors think I'm crazy, but they don't understand. You're all I had. You're all I had. At night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to the moon, trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too. Or am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? and they're talking back. At night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to the moon, trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me till, or am I a fool who sits alone, talking to do you ever hear me calling? Cause every night I'm talking to the moon, trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me till, oh, am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon. I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
Well done, you lovely, lovely people. Have a good few days. We'll be back together next Tuesday and Wednesday night. Term officially finished tonight, but there's absolutely no point splitting this up while it's so much fun, and it's lovely to give me something to at least anchor my week on and look forward to on a Tuesday and Wednesday night. And Lucy's got to go because her glass is empty, so she's going to go and get a quick refill from that high class wine that she's got on the go. I'm going to go. Hello.
I just wondered, is your dad all right? Because you haven't said.
Oh, I'm really sorry if I've been a little bit cryptic. He's been unwell since the beginning of the weekend. My dad doesn't do ill well like me. You won't catch either of us being ill very often. In fact, I'm sure Duncan understands this, and anybody else who's self-employed. It's the best known cure of all minor ailments. You don't work, you don't get paid. So he was starting to get weak and shivery before the weekend. He had a bit of a tumble on Sunday night that I went round to help get him back in the armchair, and then on Tuesday he had a tumble again that was a bit more debilitating. So the ambulance came out the second time, took him in because he had several markers of what could have been COVID, and today we got the test results back. He has tested positive for COVID, but he's in Frimley Park. He's on vaporized oxygen. At one point they were going to put him on a ventilator, but actually they just gave him vaporized oxygen to keep his mouth moist and get his oxygen levels back up. He's out of the high dependency unit now, and he's been eating meals, which he hadn't been doing for a couple of days. He's been speaking to my mum on the mobile. In fact, he's been FaceTiming her. She's been dragged into the 21st century doing FaceTime calls. And so all being well, he's on the mend. But if you do pray or if you do energy sending and things, I know there are a couple of people on screen at the moment that I've really very much appreciated your thoughts and support today, and he has as well. I know it. So thank you for that. Yeah. Sorry, who was saying that?
That's no way to spend your golden wedding, is it?
I know he knows how to show a girl a good time, eh? It's a good job I'm much more romantic than he is. Melissa's not on, so I can say that and get away with it. Don't anybody tell her I said that. Anyway, but listen, it's not a sour note, because we're hoping he's through the worst of it now. He was pretty low. His temperature stabilised, because what was happening is temperature was going up to about 40, and he was going a bit delirious. He was losing mental focus, which was a worry. And of course, we did the old fast test. Can you hold your arms out? What's your army number? He can still remember his army number. I know his army number. It's the password to his computer. If anybody needs to get into his computer and steal his files, it's his army number. And so, yeah, but no, it's all looking much smilier. So fingers crossed for a speedy, and I think my mum's almost enjoying a little bit of space, actually. Them two together in the house together. Before the lockdown happened, she was saying things like, you know, she's going to have to sharpen some of the knives because none of them were sharp enough to stab him with. But you know, that's how it is. That's what 50 years of marriage will do for you, I guess. I don't know. I've got a little bit more to look forward to before that comes around for me. So have a very smiley rest of the week. I might actually. We've got a Tesco delivery coming on Saturday, but because I went round to see him, because I went round and helped, we're now on strict lockdown for another 12 days or whatever it is. So if I run out of chocolate buttons, I might ask if anybody's running by Tesco's if they can pick up a bag or two, and maybe some cat food or something. But anyway, if it gets to that, I'll put out an email, and if any of you can, be awesome. And likewise, I'm sure that goes for other people. If anybody else is needing stuff, then just ask. You know, this is an amazing group. I've never been involved with anything like this before, other than my own family. It's really weird. I've played in bands, I've run orchestras, I've run choirs, nothing like this. And your being here this evening has been great solace and great reassurance, and I've had a fantastic time. It's lovely to see Jill back online as well, because Jill, we were beginning to wonder if you'd skip the country or something, or but anyway, so have a great week, great weekend. Send in your recordings if you haven't already done so. Listen to them first, and then prepare for Adiemus for next week. I'll see you very soon. Go on. You can have one last goodbye if you want to. Stick your mics on.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Richard.
Richard.
Bye,
everybody. Bye, Dr. Bye, everybody.
Thank
you,
Dad.
Bye,
Thank you.
Lovely.
Tony, thank you.
Bye.